Okay, so we're again starting on the daily time frame on the silver chart. What we can see from the past 2 days, we've reached that daily fair value gap over here to the left, which at the moment is giving us some reaction to the downside, since Monday was kind of consolidating in one place, but still closing bearish, and yesterday was a very strong reaction to the downside, continuing the bearish momentum from Monday, which at the moment gives me some signs for silver especially, that we are going to see maybe a push to the downside. So at the moment we will be targeting those lows over here. Oh no, those lows over here. What we can see on the 4-hour time frame is that we are actually making a very nice structure to the downside at the moment and respecting the 4-hour zones, since we inverted that fair value gap over here. Yesterday we've made a push to the upside. That push tested that order block here on the 4-hour time frame and made a very quick rejection from it. And today we are making an open high, which again is at that order block over here, which I'm thinking that should invert the price again, and we should see a push to the downside from here. We can either take a push to the upside, since we have FOMC release today. It can actually push the price to the upside and again give us the bullish bias, but at the moment we will be looking only for bearish one. What we can see, we had the Asian session highs, so the only thing that we can look for as an S&T to trigger my strategy is to take out that high over here, making an S&T. So that means that I will be placing an alarm over here, and if we sweep that high making an S&T, we will be looking for some kind of a short position for today. What we can see on gold, kind of the same structure, but a little bit more bullish for the last days. We have a push to that daily order book we tested. Yes, Monday was kind of consolidating, but yesterday we've tested once more and made a very nice push to the downside, and we actually inverted that small fair value gap here on the daily time frame. So it's some signs that the price wants to push to the downside. If we're gonna see a push to the downside, I would probably look for at least that order book start over here, and maybe that volume balance down there. The 4-hour time frame, what we can see over here is kind of a strange situation from yesterday. We've managed to make that very strong push to the upside, inverting that to fair value gaps as well as that order book, and we were looking very bullish at the moment, but after we took them out, the price just turned around and we've made a new low over here, inverting all the zones and making a new fair value gap here on the 4-hour time frame, which we will be looking to see a respect from and act as a support for the price, so we can keep pushing to the downside. So maybe that over here should be actually the target for today. The hourly time frame, what we can see over here, we are in those fair value gaps that were formed here on the hourly time frame. So again, I'm marking the same high as on silver, and we will be waiting for some kind of S&T above it, so we can look for a short position. At the moment, that will be the only thing that I'm going to look for today, since we have an FOMC. If we have a strong push to the upside, closing above that swing high on both pairs, then I will just let the market do what it wants to do and not participate in anything. Euro on the daily time frame, what we can see, we are looking in a very good bullish market, but yesterday made a very interesting close to the downside, which the moment is looking like we can push to the downside on the daily time frame. We're gonna see how the price will react again when we test that fair value gap over here. The 4-hour time frame, what we can see here, push to the upside yesterday, reacting from that order book here on the 4-hour time frame. It acts as a support for the price, a little bit of a consolidation, another push to the downside, making a new low. And at the moment, the zones of interest is that invert fair value gap over here, which should be our support for the price if it wants to keep on pushing to the downside. If we invert it, then we just don't have a trade for today, and we can see a bullish push maybe. The hourly time frame, what we can see over here, we swept the Asian session highs with both pairs with pound and euro. So we have the same swing high over here as on gold and silver that we will be looking for to see a SMT above. If we have a S&T and a good structure to the downside, we might be looking for some kind of a short situation. Here on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we are actually not looking very good for a bearish push. We're looking very, very bullish in that scenario over here, especially with that Monday reaction from the fair value gap pushing to the upside. Yesterday was kind of a rejection, but still it looks like we are in a bullish stage on the daily time frame. The 4-hour, it is as well still in a bullish market structure. We are respecting perfectly that fair value gap over here on the 4-hour time frame. So at the moment we don't have a swing low push to the downside. So we will be looking only for bullish price action here on the pound. No reason to look for some kind of a short position. So the idea with that swing height over here falls apart. We don't look for shorts in that market scenario. We will be looking for only buys. The same idea with the euro. We won't be looking for shorts since the pound is looking extremely bullish, and over here we are looking bearish to kind of chance to push to the upside. So we will be looking only at the pound. If we have a manipulation here below the edge session lows or below London lows later into the day, then we might consider some buyings for the FX pairs. That will be it for today. Most likely looking for that swing high to see S&T above on gold and silver and see if we can take a short position over here since both of the pairs are aligned for a bearish bias. That will be it for today.